After spending every day with him, students convince bus driver he's in the wrong career. Clayton Ward helped the high school students get to their classes, but he didn't necessarily love driving a school bus. Connecting with the kids and talking to them about his passions was what really made him enjoy jumping behind the wheel, which is why he was stunned when some of the students suggested that he shouldn't be driving the school bus at all. Clayton Ward tried to follow the path of education. He dreamed of becoming a school teacher, but school just wasn't for him. After graduating from his high school in Massachusetts, he enrolled in college, but it didn't last for long. After a few semesters, Clayton dropped out. As far as a career went for the young adult, he had his family back him up with their company in the city of Framingham, Massachusetts, which has lasted through generations. The family business was school bus driving, and it began with Clayton's grandfather. And then both his mother and father got behind the wheel. Next, it was Clayton's turn, and he accepted it with grace. Clayton drove high school students through Framingham and became the highlight of their day. He had a natural way with the kids, as well as a special knowledge that changed their outlook on education. The bus route went through the low-income communities of the city, where students endured daily struggles with no help or support in sight. Clayton became their lifeline. Learning more. As tremendously important as teachers are for any age, some teachers may lose their touch with students. Clayton's natural affinity with the kids engaged them and made them want to learn more, specifically about history. Clayton was always a history buff. Sharing his passion and knowledge brought out the kids' enthusiasm. Clayton received praise from the students who told him, "I wish you were my teacher." This gradually sparked an idea. Deep inside, Clayton wanted to resume his education. He loved teaching, and it was easy to see that he already excelled at it. It was just a matter of applying himself. So he decided to make a return to college. College is never an easy time for anyone, but even while balancing out his job as a bus driver and his work as a university student, Clayton found a way. He enrolled in Mass Bay Community College in 2019, working towards a degree in liberal arts. In the morning and afternoon, Clayton would drive his bus. But after that, he attended night classes. He just hoped all of his hard work would be worth it in the end. Through his endeavors, Clayton still managed his friendly relationship with students, who learned of his academic journey. This further inspired the students, some of which were seniors, to look into college themselves. Clayton happily recommended Mass Bay Community College to the senior students. They asked a lot of questions about what his college experience was like. There was so much to learn from Clayton Ward, especially with how well he was doing in school. Clayton was not anticipating he would be an exceptional student, but when he saw the straight A's he was earning, it was like a dream. He kept pushing harder, but hit a few hiccups. When the spring semester began in 2020, life had changed entirely. The coronavirus pandemic put a stop to everyday routines all around the globe. To control the virus and save lives, things changed, but that wouldn't stop Clayton Ward. The shutdown of schools was an unfortunate necessity, which meant that Clayton didn't have his job as a bus driver or the in-classroom experience of college anymore. With online classes giving him the structure he needed, he pressed onward and continued to excel. With every semester aced, Clayton was placed on the dean's list. He was also introduced to Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society. Even without the graduation ceremony, Clayton was on cloud 9 when he finally made it to the end. Pouring his all into education, Clayton was able to graduate with high honors in only 3 semesters, fit into a single year. He earned an associate's degree in liberal arts alongside several awards. Doing the right thing. In an interview, he shared a quote from his former middle school band teacher that gave him and others strength. "It's about your discipline. It's not about doing the right thing when people are watching you. It's doing the right thing when they're not watching you." Clayton hopes to share more wisdom when he officially becomes a teacher. For now, he moves on to his next step of achieving his bachelor's degree. No matter how much time passes, though, he will never forget the students who inspired him to make a change in the first place. "To all the high school students who changed my life," he said, "you guys mean so much to me. I thank you for every time we were able to talk. It gave me more of a drive, more ambition,